Kirchoff's voltage law. You've likely heard this term before when studying electrical circuits. But what is it exactly? Kirchoff's voltage law states that the sum of all voltages around a closed loop in any circuit must be equal to zero. Now, if you're like me, that probably all sounded like mumbo jumbo, so the best way to understand this is through an example. Here, we have a series circuit containing one DC voltage source and 3 resistors. First, we need to determine the current direction. By looking at the battery, we can tell that the current is flowing clockwise. Furthermore, current will always flow from positive to negative. Hence, we can label all the resistors like this, where V1 is the voltage across R1, V2 is the voltage across R2, and V3 being the voltage across R3. Recalling Kirchhoff's voltage law, when we're moving around the circuit, we should add all the voltages that we encounter. So let's do so. Starting at the battery, we can see that the current flows from negative to positive. Hence, we should add 12 volts. Moving over to R1, we can see that current flows from the positive to negative, which would result in a voltage drop. Therefore, we must minus V1. This is the same for both V2 and V3, so we also minus those two. And according to Kirchhoff's voltage law, this should all add up to zero. Let's now confirm this through actual calculations. First, we'll need to add up the total resistance to get the current within the circuit. Utilizing Ohm's law, we can get the total current by dividing the total voltage over the total resistance. Since this is a series circuit, the current remains the same throughout due to Kirchhoff's current law. If you want an in-depth video of that, I'll link it in the description below. Anyways, utilizing that knowledge, we can calculate for V1, V2, and V3. Subbing these values in, we notice that it does in fact sum up to zero, and that is the voltage law. Now this theory can be applied in any DC or AC circuits, where the components don't always have to be resistors. They can be inductors or capacitors too. However, I would like to remind you that there are sign conventions. As you saw before, when a current flows from negative to positive, there is a rise in potential. But when it's positive to negative, there is a voltage drop. Because of this, it's crucial to know which direction your current is flowing. Anyways, I hope this video has helped you to understand Kirchhoff's voltage law, and I'll see you next time!